Okay, guys, I want to quickly go over what the use for the S3C aerial interceptor array, or everybody's, better known it as the radar dish. Now, this is used in conjunction with your anti-air defenses and everything else. So it is a large structure foundation. You will need the upgraded tier 3 garrison as well as the large structure upgrade as well within the tech. We're going to come over here really quickly. I am aware that everything looks like absolute trash because one, this was rated the other day, and two, the maintenance supplies have run out. If you pay attention to the facility video that I have, I briefly go over maintenance supplies and everything. But in here, you can see how many required modifications it takes in order to get there. It is 40 command modifications to have advanced bunkers, and you would want a large garrison, which is a T3 bunker upgrade. Now, provided that you have enough reserve power inside, which luckily I do. I have the reserve power in here, and we are able to take a look at what this is. In order to see the enemy or allied aircraft, you will need a liaison transmitter made from either the MPF, or excuse me, made at the factory. I will touch on the MPF items and the difference between the MPF and the factory in another video. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and understand this. So instantly, you'll see that there is a general degree, which is where you were looking on when you instantly jump in. This is where your radar is actually pointing. It is pointing at 68 degrees towards the northeast type area, and everything else. Now, to aim this, you hold right click, and it will go all the way out to a distance of 500 meters. Now, there's a couple variables that I want you to pay attention to when we get to that max range and everything else. But it goes up to total distance 623. Now, with this, you see how it says the distance, the azimuth, the elevation, and the pitch. That is because it will either go up or go down. To increase in height, your elevation, you scroll your mouse wheel down and you can see the elevation changing to 35, 45, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 to the max ceiling height. Now the pitch is essential. This is what's needed for your AA guns to be able to actually fire at incoming enemy air. And whenever you are able to spot any enemy aircraft, what you can do is you will identify them, and let's say this aircraft right here is enemy. You'll go to the elevation that you suspected at, and whenever you are there, so we're going to go to right here, and I do apologize, it's very, very hard to control. You will left click. This will send out the cone for it to be able to spot. And whenever you are able to spot it, you left click it at the altitude that you were able to pinpoint. This will coordinate and show on the map where every other enemy aircraft and allied aircraft is. So as you can tell right here, I spotted this one many days ago. So let's go ahead and see if this is here still. Sometimes it may be, it might be, sometimes it might not. And if you're scrolling up, you'll see that you're able to see even further. So that plane is still there. We're going to scroll down until I'm able to essentially take a look at it. I'll left click and it'll send an active area for it. Now the cone itself is 180 degrees. That fans out. think of your observation towers, if you will, how they have sort of like a 45-degree. Your aircraft radar will kind of have like a 180 degrees, and it's a wide area as well. So I wanted to briefly go over this, briefly explain what it is and everything else, and kind of show how to use this. And you can see I went from 100 power to 91.1 because I am actively transmitting intel I'm actively using power when I transmit enemy intel or transmit intel to our allies to be able to target the enemy. So this is just basically what I was able to figure out. If anybody else has a much better way to use this, please let me know in the comments below. As the more we know about the structures and everything it has, the better off we are as a whole within the community. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, please give it a thumbs down. If you could do me a favor, please smash that subscribe button, as it would help me out immensely. And this is still pretty cool because even whenever you're not aimed in or out, you can still go to the max height for it. And essentially, if you need to, you could take a look at your base or facility, and I think that's pretty cool. But until then, I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.